Hey Pisces, and welcome to your weekly reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Pisces, know I could be talking to you or someone in your energies to take the reading as it resonates, but what I'm seeing here is that you made it through a really big conflict with the people in your circle. Um, and it's kind of like there was a battle of the ego. Everyone was trying to prove who's right, who's wrong. And it's kind of like you can see this Queen of Cups, her back is turned toward from the conflict. So there's something about you remaining kind and gentle, even though you were surrounded by people who were so full of conflict and trying to prove that they're right and everyone else is wrong, kind of thing. And I love this so much because it's like you this did happen or it is happening. You're like, I can involve myself in this conflict, because you have this weapon here too. You could be involved in this conflict with these people, but instead you decided to take what you know to be true, what your passion is, what is like your path is, what is right for you, or something like this. And you said to these people so caught up in conflict, said, let me show you what I can do with this. So it's almost like you're showing people what you can do with the truth you know and what is real to you. You may be doing this creatively, you may be doing this in a way that they're not used to, in a new way that they don't expect. And it's kind of really changing the game. And it's mostly because you walk away from conflict and it's like you don't feel like you have anything to prove. I mean, you may feel like there's a lot you want to say, but you're realizing that you're not going to waste your time trying to speak truth to people who may not want to hear it. People who are more concerned about, who's winning and who looks better, something like this. The song that my guides wanted me to share is In the Waiting by Kina Grannis, and the lyrics go like this. My heart is begging for mercy. How much longer can I sit still and be hopeful and doubting and torn inside? I feel like, this conflict, and it is because you are such a gentle person and because you are so open-hearted, I feel like this conflict really ripped you up inside, just like the song said. It may have been really painful to go through this with these people. And you pulling your energy back may have been really challenging too. And it's kind of like you felt blocked from being able to work anything out with them, for them to see where you're coming from or to resolve anything here. And so you may have experienced some endings with the Death card coming out in these relationships or in this situation that may have really, really broken your heart. And I think what caused the end of the situation was, you're this Queen of Cups energy with an open heart, but the people you've been dealing with have their heart blocked. I'm seeing a heart chakra blockage here. And I feel like, that was really painful for you. So this week is all about mending your broken heart and really taking care of yourself. And, it's kind of like all these opinions and ideas that people are throwing around. You can see them showing up here again. And you have the choice to carry them and to carry the burden of what happened here, to carry the responsibility of people having closed hearts. But your guides are saying you don't need to do that. You can put this burden down and really practice self-love this week and take care of your heart. Because you are becoming, we have the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So as you are living in your truth and in your light and authenticity, you are becoming someone who can turn a beautiful life out of a difficult situation, because you're moving beyond toxicity. You're moving beyond emotional pain and heartbreak. You're moving beyond what these people brought to your life. It may sound crazy, but when you are in this energy of being trapped in a situation, it can, even though it doesn't look fun, it looks miserable, right? It could be more comfortable to stay there and to continue investing there. But it's almost like the divine came in and told you a truth. You had some sort of divine inspiration that you've decided to follow. And and you should be so proud of yourself for breaking free from this, because some people don't break free from this in their whole lifetime. And you have chosen to walk a path alone, but it's a path that's illuminated by truth and by the light that you are. And you're not waiting for someone else to bring that to you. You are finding your way as you go, and there's something really powerful about that, because there's this King and Queen of Swords energy that's coming through these people, these two people. It could be a mother and father, it could be family, friends, but there's two people here that were super rigid in the way they see things, and they wanted you to stay small. And but it's like, as you are waking up to your purpose and your light and following that, they may have cut you out, they may have shut you out, and I feel like they don't even know how deeply painful this has been for you. Yeah, but I do see you moving on from the situation. This could be extra painful because this has to do with your parents. This is a child card coming out. But you're discovering that within you is all you need, and you're discovering also your worth, and how you don't need to be attached to people to be happy. You're seeing that you are all you need. So this is actually really powerful. But from what you've experienced, there's a story that you have to share. There are people who are going through something very similar to what you've experienced. There's something about your story and that you have to share with the world that's really healing and powerful. And my guides wanted me to share this quote with you. It goes like this: "So I'm almost positive that there is someone out there praying to hear your story, what you have to say, how you got through what you got through, what wisdom you know, what passions you have. There's someone out there that's looking for you. And if you continue to hold on to this within your body, your passion, your wisdom, your knowledge, your story, then you're doing a disservice to them, because you are their lighthouse. You are a glimmer of hope into what they've been going through. They've been going through heartbreak, divorce, losing a family member, or something like that. And the moment they hear your story, their soul is going to come up for air and take a huge breath and go, okay, I can do this another day. I can carry on. So like I said, you discovering that you are all you need, even when being faced with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, betrayal, heartbreak, being shut out of a place you call home, like your warmth, your comfort. There's, however you discovered that you were all you need and that you can create your own happiness, someone needs to hear that. I don't know, someone needs to hear that. It could be on social media, it could be in your immediate circle. Someone needs to hear your story. And yeah, then we have the Oracle card, come together, we need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? And this card reads, there's a lot of distraction and fear in the world, and when we give our attention to these outside forces, we lose sight of our authentic power. You have the power to live in harmony and peace, but it depends on how you stand up for how you show up for others and stand up. That's interesting. Look at any area in your life where you are resisting and judging. Are you pushing against what you fear and lashing out energetically? We live in a system that thrives on pushing us apart and keeping us separate from one another. Don't fall into this trap. We need each other, differences and all. Just because someone has a different view doesn't mean it isn't valid. We can all exist together by allowing each other to be who we really are. Look at the separations in your life and make a commitment to bring more unity, compassion. We live in a system that thrives on pushing us apart and keeping us separate from one another. Don't fall into this trap. We need each other, differences and all. Just because someone has a different view doesn't mean it isn't valid. We can all exist together by allowing each other to be who we really are. Look at the separations in your life and make a commitment to bring more unity, compassion, and understanding to each situation and relationship. You know intuitively this separation from others who see things differently isn't working. It isn't in your true nature. Allow room for all beliefs and truly support others with kindness and love. Listen with care, remove judgment, and refrain from needing to prove anyone right or wrong. Okay, so this actually has to do with kind of what I was saying before. With the Five of Wands at the very beginning of the reading, with this battle of the egos that these people have engaged in a battle of the egos because their heart is blocked. But you're showing people that we actually need each other. We all have something beautiful to share. We all have our own light, and it's like our own energetic signature that's needed so desperately on this planet. And it's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be different because then when we come together, it's like we're all a puzzle piece to a beautiful, beautiful work of art. And that's what you're showing these people that have been battling you, that you are a beautiful work of art, you know, that your light is so needed as it genuinely and authentically is. And I don't know, it's almost like as you move forward in your own light and authenticity, these people are going to one day see that to be true. And anyways, that's it for this reading. If you want to look deeper into this, you can always order a personal reading on my website. But I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time.